In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how important is interior defense and block rating on NBA 2K24. Now, I'm not going to lie, this rec random gameplay I played is obviously the perfect gameplay to showcase the difference between the two. Now, a lot of people, I've seen certain people say interior defense doesn't matter, block rating isn't as important. And I'm going to show you guys this game, okay? This is perfect because my build, as you guys can see at the beginning, I don't have any block, no interior defense, and the guy I'm playing against, he doesn't have any interior defense, but he's a center, okay? Now, because I'm a power forward, the game can sometimes put me at the 5. Now, I completely hate playing the 5 on this build because this is a genuine power forward build. There are certain power forward builds out there that can actually play the 4 or the 5. This build cannot play the 5, or it's not meant to play the 5. But anyways, you guys will see I'm going up against, for some reason, he's got high defensive stats, but his interior defense, I'm always looking at that graph. You can see his interior defense almost doesn't even exist at all. So I knew that going into the game, so I'm going to keep that in mind as well. But again, this is a full gameplay, so I'm going to show you guys the highlight of this game. But for me personally, you guys will see throughout this whole game, if anyone tells you interior defense don't matter, listen, they are capping, all right? I'm telling you right now, interior defense does matter and block rating does matter too. Y'all can see right there, I don't have any block rating, and he was able to easily just go for some BS layup right here. I tried to go up and down. You're probably thinking, okay, I told you fair, you know, interior defense doesn't matter because you couldn't get him right there. But I knew that was just a glitch in the system. Now, if you know how the post moves work, you would know I shouldn't have spun in that direction because that was his strongest side, like he was already there. So whether he'd have a strong interior defense or not, you would always not going to get animation right there. Now, with my one, it's a bit strange because you guys will see there are certain times I am able to contest without interior defense. Again, I don't even have anchor in this build, not that I have post lockdown. There are certain times where, like this situation right there, it does, like, your contest just doesn't count at all. Now, look at this layup too. This was some BS layup, but this was also a good game for me because at one point I was thinking of making a center build just as an experiment with no block. But I ain't gonna lie, this gameplay, you can see I'm gonna hit with a fade right there. This gameplay was actually a good sort of preview for me to be like, hell no, there's no way I'm even gonna try to attempt making a center build with no block. You definitely need to be able to block the ball, especially as a center. I think as a power forward, you might be able to get away with it because obviously I've been getting away with it. Like I said, the contest system is a bit strange because y'all can see sometimes I do get contest in it, and then there are certain times where you guys will see throughout the game I get no contest at all. Right here, I've got some weird catch animation. Gave it to my teammates, and I went into my strong side, which is the post, and you can see I dunked on them right there. Obviously, that had nothing to do with the interior defensive block. I was always gonna get that block animation, dunk animation. Anyway, but yeah, this game was a preview for me to obviously confirm that your boy is definitely not going to even try to attempt to make a center build with no block at all. Y'all can see I'm still kind of surviving with it. I'm getting contests sometimes, and there are certain times I'm not really getting any contest. Right here, I'm just hitting him with the post in a hop. I haven't even done that in a minute, but I was just trying to try some new stuff on this guy. You guys will see when interior defense starts to play. Even little things like that, y'all can see when someone drives to the paint, because I don't have any block, I can't even try to attempt to help them. Y'all can see even right here, having no block at all is just, yeah. So I definitely wouldn't recommend, you know, the certain level of block certainly does help. And this is the place y'all can see right here. See that weak interior defense? I'm telling you, if your interior defense on this build I'm playing right now, I have 92 post control. If you don't have at least, what I've started to notice is if you don't have at least 82, luckily that didn't count. But if you don't have at least an 82 interior defense minimum, I will get that post spin animation 9 out of 10 times. So if you're the center, I've seen certain centers that are, you know, thinking they can get away with a 74. Right here, my controller turned off. The guy went up with a floater. Now, you can technically get away with a 74 if you're playing a center that doesn't really post up. Like, for example, me, y'all can see I went straight into the post. I spun him because I know when the game started, he doesn't have interior defense. And I have played certain centers that have like a 74 interior defense, or certain players that have 74 interior defense. The ones that I'm able to say can consistently get stops are the guys that have at least an 82, okay? Guys that have an 82 can consistently kind of get stop animation. I still get them sometimes, but it's definitely not as consistent. Now that he knows that I'm able to hit him with the post spin, this is when obviously you start to, you know, kind of play mind games with them a little bit. Now he doesn't really know what I'm going to be doing because he knows I can spin him. So because I can spin him, he's going to try to play the spin, and then that gives you option to be able to go into the post, to post up a little bit more. But situations like this right here, I'm telling you, like, bearing in mind the guy does have a decent close shot. I'm getting weird contest on it, and there's a certain time where the contest just does not count. They left me wide open. So, I mean, for me, this gameplay, it was the perfect game for me because it was just like, well, you definitely need block, talking about that, because you definitely need to be able to do stuff like that. And at the same time, you definitely need interior defense. So I wouldn't let anyone convince you, because right here, look, you already know what time it is, bro. If you let me get underneath that pin with a 92 standing dunk, it's a wrap, bro. There ain't nothing you can do. No. To be fair, I have seen certain centers stop the animation surprisingly, and those are centers that have a super high interior defense, like an 88 interior defense and like a 92 block. Every time I try to force that dunk animation, talking about dunk animation, no block rating as a center doesn't help. Every time I try to do like a forced dunk animation, it puts me out of the animation, because I think the rating just cancels it out. But again, playing as a 5 with no block rating, you can see those BS animations where you would have just completely sweated them out. You can see in the next possession, my teammate contested a lot better than I did. He probably has a better interior defense than me, I'm not gonna lie. But not being able to have any block rating, you can see your teammates are just constantly getting away with it. And then this guy, for some reason, his shots just wasn't going down the whole game. And again, I told you guys, there were certain situations where the game will register my contest, even though my interior defense is very weak. And then there's a certain time where it doesn't register my contest. But what I will say, it's consistently, when it comes to guys going for layups, you're not going to get a lot of stops, okay? The guys are going to make more layups than you, then they're not going to make one, okay? Right here, you can see, even if I had a block rating or anchor, something to be able to sort of prevent that animation, it's going to help. Now, right here, you can see, he's got his rim takeover. I have my sharp take. I knew it doesn't matter what his takeover is, because I saw his interior defensive stats when the game started, okay? He didn't have any interior defense. So I was always going to do that and just dunking it. Right here, underneath the paint, I'm telling you, when I'm underneath the paint, I have zero intention to pass out to anyone. So even if my teammates are wide open, I am not passing that ball out. Now, right here, you can see I've got some insane stats right now. I was only one assist away. You can see some triple. You're going to see a Jokic moment right here. I was like, nah, I'm not taking this, okay? I'm going to give it to my teammate with a sharp takeover. And yeah, he sold your boys triple-double. So I'm looking like Jokic out here, always missing the triple-double by one stats, especially one assist, because your teammates can't knock down the damn shot. But anyways, the whole point of this video is to obviously discuss interior defense and block rate. I am telling you, both ratings are super important, regardless of what anyone tells you. Whether you want to put your block rating to a 78, I don't care what that block rating should be. Obviously, it's always about finding the sweet spot. Now, for me personally, if you're playing a center that plays for the post, you're going to need interior defense, okay? Now, luckily, I've seen certain, videos, or certain people make videos, like Laker fan, for example, talking about interior defense don't matter. Now, I ain't gonna cap. If you watch competitive prem games, a lot of centers don't play in the post, okay? They have a certain play style in the comp that doesn't really require the center abusing the post game or the post spin or the drop step, so you can certainly get away with it. But I'm telling you, if you come into the random rec and I play against you, and I realize your build doesn't have any interior defense, or your interior defense is somewhat weak or low, nah, it's a wrap, bro. Like, it's just an easy game for me. So yeah, interior defense does matter, but a lot of people get away with it simply because a lot of players don't play through the post. And your block rating also does matter. Now, how high do you need to put your block rating? I see certain people use 78. I've seen some people use 87. For me personally, just to be safe, I will always put 87. But I know you can certainly get away with 78, because you can see I played fairly well with having no block rating in this game. But anyways, y'all let me know what you guys think in terms of both, interior and the block rating in the comments. I'd love to get your thoughts on it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, look at us. That is crazy. And I'll catch you in the next one.